Hello guys, and welcome back to a brand new video on my channel. So today's video is going to be quite exciting. I'm going to dive into my first special effects look on my channel. So it's going to be a tutorial and it's going to be on my face. So I've got my special effects kit here and I have bought a zip today because that is going to be what my video is going to be about. So it's going to be the zip face. So if you know what I mean, where you put like the zip from here to there and then you have it like unzipped so it looks like your face is unzipped. So that's what we're going to be doing. So obviously you're going to need a zip and you're going to need like fake blood. I'll talk you through it as I'm doing it obviously, but first things first, I'm gonna open, so this is my zip. I literally just got this from like a sewing shop and it was 90p, so you know, if you need one, they're very cheap. So first you're going to unzip it and then you're just going to trim off, like, so this is very thick, like I don't need it to be this thick on my face, so I'm going to trim off the sides. Obviously I'm not going to go too close to the actual zip, but I'm going to just trim off all this excess bit. Doesn't have to be particularly neat either. And then, so it just looks like this. So like, that's the difference now. So that's like one side, that's the other. So I'm just going to repeat that on the other side. And then I'm also going to trim off this excess bit at the top above the zip because it doesn't need to be there. And it'll also be a bit long for my face if I left it on. And then just trimming off the excess below the zips as well. So just where the zip finish you want to cut off. Just all the excess material after that because we don't need it. So I'll show you where I'm going to position it. I'm just going to like position it from like here and I'll just kind of like stick it on like that. And then my face will just be like bloody and unzipped underneath. So the first thing you're going to want to do is use an adhesive, which is okay to be used with skin. So I've got three, like I can use liquid latex for this. I've done this look before and I use liquid latex to stick on the zip, or you can use like Prozaid or Prozaid, however you want to pronounce it, or you can use spirit gum. But I think today I'm gonna use Prozaid for this to stick the zip onto my skin. So it's always handy to have like cotton buds like in your kit, just so you can like just like use the glue on the skin, if you get what I mean. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take your Prozaid and just like kind of spread it onto the zip and then kind of position it where you want the zip to go. So I think I'm going to start it from about there and I'm just going to position it all the way down here. So I'm just gonna like spread the Prozaid onto my zip, and then also if you want to get like a really good stick with the Prozaid, you can put it on the actual area as well. So right now I'm just gonna apply the adhesive to the zip. I'm sorry you can't see me doing it because I'm just doing it on my little shelf thing, but I'll show you when I'm sticking it on. I'm just also going to do like kind of a section at a time, just because if you do it all in one go, it's kind of hard to get it in the right position. So I'm going to do like the first little bit first, just so that I can know where I want it to go, where I want it to stick. So I'm just going to use my mirror and I'm just going to sort of like, I think I want it to start here. And I'm just going to hold it like on just this little bit first. I'm going to lift these bits up because I don't want them to stick yet. I just want this bit to stick first. Or maybe I want it a bit higher actually. Oh. Will that go to the... Yeah, okay, I'm gonna stick it all the way from my hairline. Just as that will give a better effect, I think. And I'm gonna wait for it to dry. It does take quite a while to dry, so you're gonna have to sit here for like ages trying to stick it on. So that bit's stuck on and it looks so dodgy, doesn't it? Just like this, like and then I'm gonna go back in with the Prozaid and just go under these bits and stick these bits on as well. You just kind of got to position them where you want them. I'm gonna kind of trying to avoid my eyebrow because it's just a bit of a pain in the bottom to get out of your eyebrow, I'm not gonna lie. This is probably the longest bit, like trying to get it stuck on. It's just like, ugh, it takes ages, but you've just got to like be patient with it because the overall look at the end is pretty damn cool. So I am nearly there with sticking this down. You've just got to be so patient with the glue that you use, whichever adhesive it is, spirit gum, liquid latex, or the product. You just have to be really, look at me just talking like this. You just have to be dead patient with it, just because, you know, it'll be worth it in the end. So as I'm sticking the ends on, sorry, I can't really talk because as I'm sticking the ends on, I'm just like folding this bit under, just so you can't see where it finishes, sort of thing. I'm literally so stressed out because I feel like it's just gonna pop up at any minute, but I think it is stuck on okay. So the next thing you're gonna want to do is take a wipe or something and just remove all the makeup in the area that you are going to paint, which is this middle area here. So I'm just going to do that with a wipe. So next, I am sorry if the camera position keeps changing, like I'm filming this video and making a TikTok at the same time, so I have to keep switching between the both. But I'm going to take this Crayola and Supracolor palette and I'm going to take a paintbrush and I'm just going to start painting in the area in here, just so like you can get the illusion of like the red underneath bit where there's going to be a lot of blood without using like so much blood. So I'm going to take this reddish colour here, I'm just going to mix it on my palette here. I'm going to take that red, and I'm also going to add some of this purpley colour here into it, just to give the darker illusion. And I'm going to add some IPA to it, just to water it down a little bit. And then we're going to mix that. And I'm going to start painting that into here. So I'm just going to paint that all the way down. I do kind of want this to be a bit darker, so I'm going to take some more of the red and I'm going to mix a tiny bit of black in with it, just to create that really dark blood effect, because the underneath of this skin is going to be pretty, depends how deep like you want your wound to look like. If you want it to be deeper, it needs to be a little bit darker. This doesn't have to be like neat because you're going to put blood over the top of it anyway. So just keep going for it and just add in more colour where you feel. It would be a bit darker on the outer corners, as like the outer edges of it as well. So that's what I recommend. You're going to have to kind of get like right in your nostril as well. I know it's not the best, but if you do want this look to look as real as possible, you are going to have to get in your nostrils, just so you can't see any skin. So because a lot of face paints are very cream based and oily, you are going to want to set this with the powder. Otherwise, your blood won't stick on on top as well. So I'm just using my Ben 9 neutral set powder, and you just want to do this so that the blood sits nicer on top. Otherwise it sits like really, like, I don't know how to explain it, but not the best. So now I'm going to take my bloods and I'm going to add them into my look. So I'm going to start with some Fresh Scab by Ben 9, and I'm going to kind of just pop that around the edges and sort of like at the top and at the bottom. This stuff is so sticky though. And then I'm going to go in with my congealed blood and I'm going to add that to the look as well. This one's a lot runnier, so I'm just going to literally like sort of dabble that on, and a lot of it as well. Even if you're like, you kind of want to add like a little bit of texture to this sort of look as well. I'm going to stop talking in a minute because it's going on my lips. I didn't want to speak because there's like so much blood on my lips, but this is the finished look. I hope this video I hope you like how it looks. I hope this video has given you some inspo for yourself that you could try out. I have also done this look like with a rainbow underneath, so it's not as gory. Situation. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video and I hope you like the look. Please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll have a lot more SFX videos coming your way soon. So I'll see you in another video soon.